634 days ago, I left the United States to live abroad as a digital nomad. And here is an update on my life. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. My name is Bianca. I have been gallivanting the globe since last year, 10 different countries. In fact, yeah, it's been pretty crazy. And I've been sharing my journey so that I can inspire others who would like to get out here and see the world and experience living abroad. So make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe if you have not already. And I'm going to give you an update on what my life has been like here in Medellin, Colombia. So I know that social media has a tendency to just kind of hit the highlight reel. So I'm really trying to give you all this more authentic, behind the scenes, 360 view of living abroad. And I'll be honest with you, I've pretty much been living my regular life, but I do have some updates. So for starters, so excited for my husband who has now found a new barber who actually came here to our apartment and cut his hair on the balcony. Talk about a haircut with a view. This cost a whopping $13 USD. Needless to say, this is my husband's new barber from now on. Also, as a random side note, one thing about being in Latin America, including Colombia, and if you have traveled in Latin America a lot, you know this, how one moment can be like peace and quiet, and then all of a sudden there's a party or a parade, or in our case, fireworks that are happening that kind of scare the hell out of you 1 second, and the next second have you on your balcony just looking in awe. It was kind of hard to get it close up in the video, but you'd be surprised at how often this happens here. Now, maybe you can tell, or maybe you can't, by the nasally sound in my voice, but your girl got sick. I got a whole attitude about it too, because my husband got sick and then he gave it to me, which is why there's only one vlog this week. Sorry, y'all. So I did end up walking to a pharmacy to get some medicine. I'm not gonna lie. I have been sick in a lot of different countries. And it's not that the medicine in these other countries don't work as well as the US. It's just a little bit more hit or miss. So one unsexy thing about living abroad is that you go from having your go-to grocery store, your go-to pharmacy, your go-to medicine, and then whenever you're abroad, you're essentially just kind of at the mercy of the pharmacist. So in the US, I would be like, bet, let me go get my Mucinex, let me get my Robitussin, let me get my Alka-Seltzer Plus, etc. But here, I just have to walk to the pharmacy and then tell them what my symptoms are. Like, hey, like, necesito algo por mi garganta, which is I need something for my throat, or tengo flema, like letting them know that I have phlegm. And in the US, a lot of our medicines are very like multi-symptom, but what I've noticed is that abroad, it's normally separate medications, which it's not the end of the world, but I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit annoying sometimes because now I have to take multiple things. But as far as like my everyday regular life, y'all, things that I do regularly include going on walks. There's actually a park that's super close to where I live, and I love just walking around this park. I love seeing everyone out there sitting on the benches and playing with their dogs. Sometimes I go for a run. I also go to the gym. I actually really love our apartment gym here. It may not seem like much to you, but for me, it is actually plenty. And did I mention that I live super close to a police station here? Y'all, tell me you live abroad without telling me you live abroad. Because in the US, if you think that I'm moving on the same block as a police station, no. And y'all, I found hash browns here. Now, some of y'all might be watching this and you might be like, Bianca, this is not new. Like, hash browns been here, but I hadn't seen any, okay? And y'all, I have been craving, y'all about to judge me, I don't care. I have been craving like that typical American fast food breakfast, okay? A bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and some hash browns. So I actually came across this place on Rappi. Rappi is kind of like an Uber here, but it does so much more. I need to talk about Rappi in another video. But I found this place called Bregg's, and y'all, so good. My only complaint is that they use this like soft bread instead of a biscuit, but no, this food was so good. I will 10 out of 10 be going back to this place. Another thing I love about Rappi is using this app to get my groceries delivered. So I actually got a $75 Visa gift card from a paid market research study that I've done. Side note, I cannot believe how many people do not know that you can be getting paid to do market research studies, because companies are out here paying billions of dollars because they want to hear your opinions. I share more about this in my cash flow come up checklist, which I have linked below for those of you who want to find more creative ways to make more money. Because basically this was $75 in free groceries for me. And I need y'all to understand, for me and my husband, that's like 2 weeks worth of groceries for us here in Colombia. Speaking of cooking, your girl finally has a slow cooker. So there's actually like a buy sell WhatsApp group here in Medellin. Think of it like Facebook Marketplace, but instead it's a WhatsApp group. So I literally popped in there and I was like, hey, is anybody selling a large slow cooker? This guy reached out to me. Long story short, I got this bad boy, which actually is called a multi cooker here because they don't have actual slow cookers. And y'all, I could not find them any less for like $75. I got this one for 40 bucks. Is it used? Yes. Do I care? No. So stay tuned for some good ass slow cooker recipes too. Halloween is tomorrow, and I am very sad that we don't have any plans because I love Halloween, but it just tends to creep up on me every year. I'm gonna see if something last minute pops up, so make sure that you are subscribed so you can know what I ended up doing for Halloween. Otherwise, that's all I have for y'all today. I feel like there was kind of a lot in this video, so let me know. I'm here for your honest feedback. This series is still fairly new for me. I'm still kind of figuring out formatting and all the things. So if you felt like you really liked this video, let me know below. If you felt like, Bianca, this was cool, but it was a little bit too much, also let me know. I'm open for your feedback. And again, if you are someone who wants to learn how to move abroad or make more money online, everything you need is below in the description. And of course, ask me any questions and I'll catch you next time.